Friends, and welcome back to another episode of Simply Chaotic. Today I thought we would go over all things chaotic for anybody out there that doesn't know what it is or wants to know more. This is a video recapping origins and how the game's played. So the origins, basically, it was a TV show that started back in 2008 and was aired on 4Kids TV. Eventually they released the cards, and it was a really cool concept. You basically got these cards had these unique identification codes at the bottom that you would enter in online, and you could play against people all around the world. And it picked up steam pretty easily, and eventually, after the third season, there was a lawsuit between the producers of the show and the creators of the card game, and they eventually had to kind of cease and desist the game, and has since been dead. There's people that still sell them on eBay. There's like a Reddit thread that still talks about it, and the owner of the card game, Brian Gannon, supposedly is supposed to be revamping the game in 2020, even though we're kind of nearing the end of that with the whole COVID. It probably got postponed, but hopefully it gets returned. The show was pretty cool. It starred just regular teenagers that played the card game at school, and if you were very good, you were given these unique codes that you would enter into your scanner, and then it would transport your consciousness to Chaotic, where you could play in drone matches like 1v1s, and you would become the character as you're playing, and then you could also port to Param and scan the creatures and have adventures there. So it's pretty cool. Again, the breakdown is kind of what you want it to be. It can be a 6v6 match, or you could do, looks like 10v10, 3v3, or 1v1. And basically you have creatures, you have locations, you have attack cards, and you have battle gear. And so this particular one is all overworld creatures. So you can tell that by the blue. There's also underworld, Mepedians, Danians, Marillions, and the generic past creatures. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be a tribe. I think they're tribalists. So anyways, the breakdown of the card is basically, here's a picture of the creature. There's the stats on the side that are, I think they're the initiatives, or I'm not really sure what they're called, but there's courage, there's power, wisdom, speed, and then most cards will have like a unique ability in the center. Some of them will have element types. So this one, Tenga Toborn in training, has 3. Then you have your health, which this one's pretty high with 70, and he's got 2 Mugic counters. So basically you set up in a reverse pyramid against your opponent, and you move creatures individually, taking turns until eventually somebody doesn't have any creatures left, and that's the conclusion of the game. So each creature is given a battle gear. The battle gear usually has some kind of ability that's labeled on it. Like this one, for example, says equipped creature may not move, which is, I guess, not really in your benefit, but the equipped creature does gain 50 energy at the expense of being dealt an additional 5 damage whenever somebody attacks this creature, and the creature loses all other abilities. So basically you have the advantage of 50 extra energy, but you lose a lot of the benefits that come inherently with the creature. So each attack card will have in the corner this number that's called the build points, and so you're supposed to create an attack set or in your deck that builds up to 20 build points, and you need 20 attack cards. So this one in particular, this is an ultra, as labeled in the corner here, and it's special because it's 1 build point, but it does 20 damage, which is pretty high. Typically, as the higher you have, the build point is higher. So ones that do like 5 damage typically are like 0 build points. Or if like they're like a stat check or something, they typically have a little bit less points. So this one, for example, it doesn't have any base attack damage, but it does have the elemental attack damage. So like if my creature has those 2 element types, then they'll do 10 damage. If they don't do damage for this particular card. This one also has a challenge check for courage 15, which basically means if my creature's courage is 15 higher than the opposing creature's courage, then I deal 10 damage to them. So each of the locations, which is selected on each turn, basically starts off the game, or starts off the of who goes first. So each one has this thing at the right here in the middle called initiative. So this one, for example, is wisdom. So whoever has the highest wisdom gets to go first. And most of the cards will have some kind of unique ability. So like this one is overall creatures gain 10 additional energy for the match. So obviously I put it in my deck because I have all overworlders. I get a better chance of getting that additional 10 energy. So that's basically the gist of the game. They do have these great starter decks. Well, they not anymore because they don't sell them, but they are on eBay. Typically you can get them for fairly cheap. They're about $10 or so if you can get a good deal. But it basically comes with everything that you want to start a game. Comes with, you know, the 20 attack cards that are already added to 20 build points. Comes with 6 creatures. Comes with 10 locations that are needed in each game. And it comes with 6 battle gear. And it also comes with typically 4 rare cards. I think it comes with like 3 standard rare cards and then 1 that's either super or ultra. So it's a good start. It also comes with a booklet and one of these playing mats. So yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I highly recommend giving it a try. The cards are pretty cheap right now since it is a dead game at the moment, but hopefully if all things go well, it'll be revamped and they'll start printing off cards again. If you have any questions or if I botched anything, please leave a comment. If you want to see more videos on opening packs or, you know, deck profiles or whatever it is, please subscribe to the channel. Have a great day. Thanks.